I'll own when I was wrong. With all we've had to go through, we'll end up twice as strong. And so we'll start again this weekend and just keep rolling along. I didn't know you had to go so soon. I thought we had a little time. Look, whatever. If you have to, then you have to. So whatever, it's alright. We'll have tonight. You know what makes me crazy? I'm sorry, can I say this? You know what makes me nuts? The fact that we could be together here, together sharing our night, spending our time, and you are gonna choose someone else to be with. No, you are. Yes, Jamie, that's exactly what you're doing. You could be here with me or be there with them. As usual, guess what you pick? No, Jamie, you do not have to go to another party with the same 20 jerks you already know. You could stay with your wife on her fucking birthday, and you could, God forbid, even see my show. And I know in your soul it must drive you crazy that you won't get to play with your little girlfriends. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And the point is, Jamie, that you can't spend a single day that's not about you and nothing but you. Marvelous, novelous you. Isn't he wonderful? Just 28, the savior of writing. You and nothing but you. Miles and piles of you. Pushing through windows and bursting through walls en route to the sky. And I swear to God, I'll never understand how you can stand there straight and tall. See, you're lying and not do anything at all. Also, I messed up the lyrics at the end there, but it's fine. It's fine. Hello! Welcome. We're going to be doing a short little hour stream. A little hour of Realm is the plan. I'm hoping Beckymon will be on. I can go up and be like, hi, what happened? Oh my goodness, speak of the devil. Just who I wanted. Beckymon. This is wonderful news. Oh, just the person I wanted to see. Hello? Who was it? Friends Against Corruption Together and Our Nation. We here remain agree that should a greater threat or cause rise against us, we will face it as one united force, free of faction ties and personal conflicts. Sneak, Owen, Beck, Phyllis, CPK, Pelly, and Bad. Interesting. Where would one find a Beckymon? Also, does it mean our buildings are not attached anymore? Is this not where the tree farm used to be? Amy's old place? What one? Like this one? Oh. No.
Hello.
I went to
Hello,
the
Mr.
library to
Major.
look for you, but you were not there.
Sorry, I like the odd time I wasn't there.
I know.
I was sorry. I'm just grabbing wood to make bookshelves. That's all.
That's fair. Yeah, when did this farm come up? There used to be one closer to
it's
us, but
yeah, I know. I thought I was going insane because I was like, I swear there was one like there over that side.
yeah.
But
Also,
then I
it was
like, well, now this one exists, but it's like a bit weird also. So
yeah.
there we
It
go.
was hilarious. Also, saying Amy's old place, like they don't move location every like 2 weeks at this point.
Yeah, this is true, but well, you found me.
I
You
did.
found me.
I found you.
Oh wow, there's okay. Right, so why did I bother chopping? Why did I bother chopping?
Oh, did you just need the wood for building?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
didn't know there was so
take
many.
as much as
Where
you
are
want.
the saplings? Where are the saplings? We've only got one.
It's fine. They'll grow back.
Well, there's not a lot of trees.
No, but I mean, like they obviously haven't been chopped down properly, so the leaves haven't despawned.
I think part of what's happened. I think what I saw. I think it was Callum. He was doing this, and like the leaves being like this is like a bug with the quick farming thing. Like the game can't keep up with how fast it needs to grow the trees, and it like was making like walls, like rectangles of leaves around
Oh, weird.
it, which is really weird. It's like instead of growing them normally. It's
I
not
mean,
wearing
there's
no
a
armor.
bun-
No, I have a texture pack.
There's a bunch of saplings here I've just picked up.
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah,
some on the
5.
floor. I just don't, I want to be a good citizen of the realm.
Speaking of the realm, that's what I want your information on.
Oh, we're on it.
Because, well, no, okay, so great, thanks. Can you send me, can you also just say the IP out loud? That'd be great.
Yeah, so to join you.
No, I found a little book that was in your library thing where it's a whole thing of like factions unite. Like a,
Oh, yeah.
what, yeah, I don't know what, I need to know what that came about or when that came about because
Okay, I'll have to see the book.
it's the one where it was like, oh yeah, if there's ever a big cause that needs us
Oh,
all
the
to,
pact.
yeah,
Yes,
the pact.
Yes. I can explain this to you.
Also,
It's not a callback to a conversation we had while
No.
neither of us were live. The
no,
other
we've
day.
not. Speaking of not another conversation that was spoke about when we neither of us were live because we wouldn't do that. Whatever happened with those books that night? You like books? You normally gather
Oh,
them,
I like
right?
books. Wow, what happened with those books? Yeah. Okay, hold on. We'll get back to the library. Oh, thank you, whoever made this thing.
I know this is cute.
This is quite quaint. Oh, yeah. Okay. If that was old Minecraft, we would have crashed.
That's true. Yeah.
Boat would have exploded. Back we go.
Also, I'm assuming
do
you
you like-
know that Toby's no longer blue.
Yeah, I did see him on green yesterday.
Yeah. I'll be
Green
real.
Green's getting a little.
Yeah, I'm feeling like green.
Scary.
Yeah, I feel like there's some weird imbalancing going on in faction numbers, seeing as blue now has 3. I don't necessarily count Koi Piso because they're not online much. So realistically, there's 3 of us now.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, it is a bit. It's getting a little odd.
Yeah.
The balancing is changing a bit.
Which I don't like. The Toby thing, do you know why he's left? Do you need filled in on that information?
He got upset and he said he was kicked out, but I don't know if he actually was kicked
No.
out. I don't
Basically.
always see you guys doing that.
No,
but, you know.
I wasn't there at the start. Like I wasn't there when that all happened. But basically, wait, let me go over here so we can like look at each other. There we go.
There is a smaller table upstairs if you want to hang.
Yeah. I felt so far away from you.
We can hold hands.
Yay. So I think I'd be really good for this position. Because I have a
What, being
can-do
sat on that
attitude.
chair?
Yeah. But yeah, so basically from what I know, Toby, we had all the quests to do this week, and I did all the beds, and then Amy did the other 2.
Nice.
With help of like Sneak, because then he also needed the frog lantern, so they kind of did it together.
Yes, yeah.
And
Joint
Amy, I had said to Owen very early on when I was working the beds, I was like, oh yeah, Tubbo's not helping with this. Like, not a chance. Even though he's doing a subathon and could technically be on here the most out of all of us right now,
Yeah.
not happening. And then Toby, word for word, basically said the exact same thing as what I said of he's not helping. So then Amy went to him and was like, hey, you need to help. And he was like, nope, not going to happen. And Amy was like, then why are you here? And he's like, I am not helping out of protest because apparently me being added without him being asked was such a horrible, awful outcome that he's in.
Really hung up on that.
Yeah,
Huh?
but then also, I'll get to it. So he's really hung up on me joining, and apparently he hates me. But then Amy was like, okay, then I don't think the blue faction is the best place for you then, because we're going to want you to like
hate
help
us.
with us. Like, you're going to want to help with tasks and you're not contributing anything. So then he left into purple. Then said he had the biggest, he was working on the biggest weapon, which Amy was like, I don't really want a weapon, I just want people who will help with tasks. Because
You need to collect some items, man.
yeah, because the thing is, like,
everything.
Blue's whole thing is that we were kind of just chilling to the side, like we weren't really involved in whatever green and yellow have going on. So that all happened. Then Toby rolls up to the teal base because Amy was like, hey, let's have a meeting of like me, Amy, and Cal to like fill me in on what happened. Toby then rolls up with two of his Snarmy, his snail army, and asks them to launch a barrage of attacks at us. They're not very accurate or skilled right now.
Well, the snails aren't exactly warriors.
No, they had like multi-shot crossbows and everything. There was explosions and like a bajillion arrows. So if they hit you close range, it was like a shotgun at heart, but from mid-range it was fine. So
right, I see.
that all happened. Callum then was egging Toby on. Also at this point, Toby was immortal. He couldn't take damage because of like a weird glitch. So he was flaunting the fact he was immortal as well. They then took 2 levels from Callum, one being his max level martial arts.
Ride.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse.
There's like a snail army, and he okay.
So then Toby goes back to working on his portal to another realm. That's what the thing behind your library is. Yep. So he goes on to that. So I then come over and I'm like, hey bestie, what's the beef with me specifically? Because I don't feel like I've done anything. I
thought we was bros.
Yeah, I asked you if I could turn your place into a greenhouse. You were like, yeah, you thought it was sick. Like, I'm confused where this anonymity is coming from. Or animosity, whatever it is. But he then was like, oh no, you're actually fine. Like, I don't have any beef with you. And I'm like, right, okay. And he's basically like, Teal is not anything like it was when he founded it, because he was a founding person. He founded the blue. So he's like, it's gone from the vision of just wanting like fun vibes and a nice time. And I'm like, I feel like that's kind of what we're trying to still do. You just don't want to help with the tasks. So then I tried to give his snails army some golden apples. They're not allowed anything. They're on rations. Though one of them I gave 2 apples to and it gave me a stack back. So like, I think that one and me are bros, intentionally or not. So either way, I was then like, okay, I'm chill. Callum then comes over, throws a potion of splash of milk, which then gets rid of Toby's anonymity. Canonically, he's severely lactose intolerant, is what we've said.
And then he killed him,
and then Callum killed him. Meanwhile, the snails just kept
like caught up.
Yeah, the snails just kind of watched that happen. And then
there are any snails.
Well, I mean, they took the lives off, or they took the levels off of Callum though. So
that's so mean.
Yeah,
Callum's been grinding so much.
He really
to,
has.
Like, do one specific thing,
and then
all the people I don't think need to have levels taken off. It's like he's not even trying to do it to be like, oh, I want to like win fights and beat. Like he's actually just trying to so he can get that one perk.
So if you see down there, you can see Amy and CBK and Pangy's heads are all on spikes.
I had seen that.
I don't quite know why Pangy's is, because he's part of green now.
The only thing I can think of is those are the heads that Toby had.
No, because I watched a snail tried to add mine to the pile. Yeah, a snail tried to put mine down there, and I ran over and was like, oi, oi, oi. I was like, I've been told I'm chill. Thank you very much. Remove that.
Pangy did blow him up once.
Oh, true. So maybe it's just
So it's just a kind of, we'll just throw him on the.
Yeah, or it might have been before I think it was, to be fair, before he joined green. So.
Yeah.
I think it was probably that. But that was you all caught up now.
Okay.
And from there, he's then joined green, which now has Owen and Toby
So it's and okay. Well, out of character, Crow as well.
Oh yeah, Crow I'd seen and moved over, which is just
So
going to make
it's now
Sausage
Bad,
spiral even more.
Bad, Pangy, Hannah, Owen, Toby, and Crow.
And Luke, the new person.
And Luke, yeah. So that's like 7 people.
Yeah, they've definitely gone. And like, even if you remove like
Suddenly,
Hannah
it's
isn't
like the 2 people. Yeah,
like Hannah's not
like
active, but
user now.
also it's like out of their players, like Pangy and
6
Bad
of them
are 2 of the
that
scariest on the server.
Yeah. No, it's weird that because they had like 2 people
Yeah.
for like the longest time, and then that like would actually play, and then like Hannah sometimes, and now somehow they've just gained like 4 new people in the last like couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They're all pretty active, and it's like, I do feel a bit bad for Sausage because he's pretty. All I can think of is been a little too desperate, maybe.
Yeah.
And also, they were just well timed because I think, honestly, I've said because people were like, I don't get why Sausage hasn't been. I think that it's just because Toby was there.
Oh, yeah,
when all
fully.
of these like green changes, like Toby can do what he wants, really. So,
I mean, he's also, to be fair, like he was getting. I think it makes it worse that they put him in yellow for that one day at the ball and then stripped it from him.
I tried to frame that as like I think they were trying to save him from being nulled because
Yeah, he'd
he
had
would
to
have
do
been
a
the
quest.
default
Yeah,
pick.
he'd also had to do the entire quest
But
alone
yeah,
because
it ended
Crow
up being
also
a bit
left.
of bit of a tease because it was like, oh, yellow, yay, and then he's just like, no, not anymore.
Yeah, I just sort of put forward the idea of like, why are we still here? Because like, if Toby's decided he wants to cause war, which, you know, I started as a volatile snail, but I can't be bothered with that anymore.
I'm chilling. You're chilling, you know.
I'm currently working on a corporate retreat island area that people can go to solve conflicts and build team trust rather than, you know,
nice.
murder. So the plan is that, like, if Yellow were having issues, they could go and experience the beach and do, like, team activities and all
Some
that.
team building.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, to be like, Yellow has been the strongest, like with the most players for like pretty much the whole thing. So some of them are kicking off a bit about the fact that there's a lot of greens now. But honestly, I'm like, well, greens had like 2 people, and they still managed to get everything done. And I'm like, yeah, you know, blue is in turmoil, and I think has never not been in turmoil.
Yeah, I did pick. Yeah, I kind of picked one joining into that, right? When I joined, it didn't feel like they were in as much turmoil. At that point, they felt like they were the solid one.
They were for a bit. There was a while they were quite solid. They just done the Teal Titans rebrand, and that was working really well. There was good PR.
Also, full like
pretty well.
Out of character thing, Toby also admitted that the entire hating me bit was just to have a reason to do his snarmy bit. That's literally it.
Yeah,
like he just wanted a bit to play with snails.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, I just don't know why he couldn't have done the snarmy bit against like Pangy, like the enemy of the faction, the person that killed him, rather than like his friends.
He's in Tubathon mode.
He is.
So he operates a little different.
Let's not act like this
fire.
is very
anyway,
on.
If you want me to run down.
Oh yeah, run down. What happened with the books and that?
After the ball, because you left.
I got narcolepsy and had to leave just as we we started looking for the books. I found nothing and then had to go to sleep.
Yeah. So essentially, they were like, it was. The keepers were admittedly vague about this. The idea was that they were like, there's 50 books. We kind of took that to be, okay, the factions need to go find each of the 50 books. But it was like a collective, the same 50 books needed to be found by all of us together to save them, which wasn't necessarily completely clear at the beginning. And so the moment it started, we all went into groups, right? Which we were there for. But that meant that people would go and go, oh, I know where that one is, get it, and then someone wouldn't say anything.
Oh yeah,
someone else would just double up and find an empty barrel. I
sussed that it was we were all finding it when I went to the drug house place and I seen Pangy go into the chest first, and I was like, okay, so we're all I was like, okay, so we're all working the same.
Clues, but like because we didn't think it, to be fair as well, it was 10 minutes, okay.
Oh yeah. It was not a possible task.
No, we would have had to lock in obscenely well. So anyway, I like books. Oh wait, no, I won't go. I won't skip to that yet. So we did that. It failed. We did not get them. I think we found 28 of them. And which isn't 50.
Nope.
And as a result, as you probably gathered now, Pangy, Roz, and Amy they got banned.
Yep.
Straight away. They didn't die, they just got banned, and we were like, right, okay. We now know that they were sent to the null, and like kept there for a bit. And essentially, when they did, right after they did that, keepers were like, oh, you guys need to learn to work together. Like, we've tried, but it's like you guys still like full of hate, and you can't like work with each other. Blah blah blah. And so the ball like abruptly ends because the literal host has now just been like snapped.
Yeah.
So we're all just sort of sat there like, okay. I literally was in the chat like, keepers, is the party over? Like, / Jen, is it over? We done?
Yeah.
Because they all also left. And we went, right, okay. So I said, look, I know some stuff about the keepers and the lore and things, so I'll go and let's go to the library. So we all came to the library, which is great. Finally,
we finally got used.
The damn library. So basically, I had previously found this wasn't something that I was like, oh, I'm keeping this from everyone on purpose. It was more like it's just a massive lot of like information, and I didn't want to just walk up to people and like, look, guys, I have loads of information. I'm gonna just dump it on you now for no reason. So it was more like looking for a good time to say it. But the keepers had basically led me to a thing. They had like there was a room in the end in one of the Endermen, in the head, and it was like a watchtower. And I found this spyglass, which is like enchanted. That's the one I was trying to find.
Yeah. When you died.
Yeah. And basically, I found loads of books. Essentially, it's kind of like how the world was made and stuff.
Right.
Included. So I'm gonna try and TLDR this as best I can to my memory because one of these books is 67 pages.
I love the TLDRing the creation of the universe. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I could read it, but it will take like a full 10 to 15 minutes of me just reading words off.
As much as I enjoy hearing your voice, I was gonna say I think you probably have other things to do.
You're welcome to view them at your leisure once I pop them in the library properly. But basically, as it was, I'll again TLDR. A very long time ago, there was a world and a kingdom was founded by like 7 people. They were called like Alpha, Beta, Delta, Gamma, something.
Can you imagine your name being Beta? You were the Beta.
Yeah, and you've got I know there's
of
one
all time.
Omega. There's like also your mate is called Alpha, which is a bit cringe. Like you're like, oh okay, well, cool. I'll just get the shit one then.
Yeah.
You're not PG, are you?
No, you're fine.
I think you're just so damn wholesome.
I think it's because I don't inherently swear a lot, but like I'm very much like PG-13. I swear like off stream, but on stream my brain, I think years of being child friendly is still ingrained.
Because your YouTube, YouTube is that's fair. So anyway, essentially they all made a kingdom, they called it, and everything was good. And then these bad stuff started happening called the calamities. There were 7 of them. And so like one was like a fog that monsters came from. I don't know if that's the same as just mobs spawning or something.
Yeah.
But anyway. And then there was like a blood moon and an eclipse. And then one of them was the dead would come back and they'd have purple eyes. Crying eyes. Purple,
it's different if I'm singing afterward.
Obviously, is a little bit of a scary one when Pilly is about because that's literally that's what Pilly looks like.
Oh,
now.
I thought those were contacts.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they are.
I thought they were just really into cosplay because that's why they looked like that.
Possibly. It's not out of the question. It's just one of those like, just gotta be careful, I guess. So that was the 4th one. The 5th one though was the like obelisks of crying obsidian. Which we've had.
Okay. So are we experiencing the same calamities? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, well we have, So like, the 6th one was the moon turning into an eye.
Right, we've done that one. Yep, check off the list.
And then the 7th one was the dragon. In the end.
Which you all done. Shit.
Yeah, so, what basically...
So it's just fog. That's the only thing we haven't had. Mysterious monster fog.
I don't know. There's like fog and like the eclipse and stuff. I think they're a bit more like wishy-washy. I don't know because I think they're supposed to happen in order. I don't really know. Anyway, but the thing is, when the kingdom, like the first lot that wrote these books, when they tried to kill the dragon, they didn't and they failed. And the corruption like took over everyone in the kingdom and turned all of them into keepers.
Oh, so the keepers are the original people in the world?
Yeah. And then they got like fully corrupted and stuff.
So how did we exist if all the people in the old time were corrupted?
yeah, so once they got corrupted, they like obviously they kind of they went all weird, and like some of them, like the ones that we see and talk to, they're like they got off pretty well. The others like got completely kind of, you know, stopped having a form and couldn't think anymore. Like they got fully messed up. These guys are the ones that kind of managed to save it a bit.
Okay.
And they then also got like powers because they were all like magic corruption and stuff, and they figured out that they could like open portals to different worlds,
right, okay,
realms. And then what they do is they went, okay, well, why don't we try and get, if we can get some people to kill the dragon, it will end the corruption and then everything will be better again, like we can get rid of the corruption. So they started pulling everyone in from other worlds to this world that they made, and then they were called Outworlders, and that's us.
Have they Super Smash Bros. Us?
Maybe, yeah. So they pulled people in, and then they basically it's with the aim of making us stronger so we can kill the dragon.
So why was I put in a giant snake? Why was I a giant snail that then had to kill you all?
This is dead interesting actually, because there's also a book about Project Snail.
Oh.
Here. So it's like a book that's given to keepers that are assigned to look after the snails.
Okay.
It stands for Supplementary Novice Assistant in Leveling.
Okay.
That's what snail means. And it's basically to try, it's to incentivize us to get stronger. Even though they take levels away, it basically makes us try, the idea is it makes us work around them.
Yeah.
Around, to get stronger, right? And they basically just, the snails were created by the keepers and like linked them to Outworlders to help them like level up, like to kind of drive them to get stronger. So that's fine, except so you and the others that were in snails, so Crow and Freddy and Johnny.
Okay, there we go. I was like, I know most of them aren't on as much as me, but I'm sure we can remember them.
I was just blanking. Basically, I think from what I gather, you guys were brought in like one of the first set of people brought in. You've been here ages, man.
What? I don't remember anything.
Yeah, well, yeah. So the way that snails work to like take levels is that they like take some of your memories, a bit. Like they take the memories of you knowing that skill level. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But apparently, if they don't take memories properly, like if they don't take memories for a while, or like don't, I don't know, take your skills levels for too long, it basically, the snail just triggers its boss preset, which can basically lead to it consuming its host, which was you. And then it also takes all your memories when it does that. So your snail basically ate you. And all your memories, and that was what we had to kill to get you out of there.
This is a lot to unpack, but also explains so much.
Yeah. It all kind of like starts to come together a little bit there. Because you guys were like, I'll show you your specific book soon, but
okay, right.
Yeah, so I'll get to that. But you guys were like kind of warriors. You were some of the first ones to be brought in, and like the boss stuff happened, and then they had to kind of like rethink a little bit, and we got you out anyway. But also, obviously, we've killed the dragon.
Yeah.
Now, which is good, which is what they wanted, and so the keepers are like, great, we're like, charge it, like make them strong, charge them up, set them off. They'll kill the dragon where we couldn't do it, but they'll do it, and it'll be great. Okay. Except. Basically, they were monitoring the levels of corruption while the eye stuff was happening, and it got very high. But then we killed the dragon. But instead of it being completely gone, it's basically corruption levels are down to 25%, which isn't none. Which means the corruption's somewhere else, but we don't know where, and neither do they.
Okay.
Which is, they're basically really scared now, because they kind of like, there's 7 calamities, the 7th is a dragon, but we've killed the dragon and the problem isn't solved, which means there could be more.
I'm confused as to why they've brought us here to help us, but then also make our lives awful. Like.
Well, they brought us here to help them.
Yeah, but what I mean is, well, they brought us here to help them, but then also banished 3 of them to a null for like a couple days. Like, what was the gain there?
So the null is like a pocket dimension that they've managed to make, that they go to when they're not here.
Yeah, but what's advantage do you get from taking other people there?
I think it was just to prove a point, honestly. I think it was, they basically wanted to drive us to like work together more, by kind of punishing us for not working together more, which is a little bit of a weird one. But I think
I feel like if they'd given us more than like 10 minutes to find those books,
yeah,
we might have.
10 minutes. So, yeah, anyway, so back to like, we came here to the library.
Okay.
I basically said all that to everyone at the library, and we had a discussion. And kind of, we got to the conclusion we should probably at least just make a sort of just in case agreement with whoever was just there at the time. Because obviously we were missing like Amy, who was like, we couldn't do faction leaders because Amy wasn't there, and like three of the key players are missing, so we had to just kind of do it with whoever was around.
Yep.
And so we were like, let's just make it just in case that if there's something that is like outside of us, like bigger, if this corruption comes back or whatever it is, we just have a general agreement that some of the key players in the factions will like, we agree to work together as a team if that is needed. It's not something which like anyone who hasn't signed it is like bound to, and I don't even know if it's ever gonna work, but it seemed to make the keepers then came back and said like thanks, and seemed to be happy with that.
Okay, so it's kind of like it's like what I imagine if like aliens invaded, where like everyone would be like, right, okay, we have something to focus on together, guys, let's do that.
Yeah, like united front.
Yeah.
Common enemy kind of beat.
Like everything else.
What it is.
Yeah.
It's a hypothetical. We don't know. The keepers seemed happy that we had like made that agreement, but obviously not everyone was there. We can't make anyone. You know, we're probably gonna have a go at trying getting more people on board to like expand it. But that was basically, and I put it there and on by the quests just to kind of be like, for anyone that missed it, like this is what we've got to. And then the new quest dropped right after we did that.
Okay.
So people then kind of people had to go and like do their quests. So that was like the upshot of that evening. We had just vaguely agreed to work together to just in case.
Yeah.
But nothing's happened yet. We don't need to. We haven't needed to yet.
That's fair. Okay, so what was the book about me?
Oh yeah, so the 50 books.
Yeah.
I like books. So so we had 28. I then went back and found the rest. So I found all of them, and it took me 3 hours to find the rest.
Oh.
So 10 minutes was in fact not long enough.
No.
Even if it was split between everyone doing it perfectly at the same time in sync, knowing exactly which other books people had already got, which was basically impossible because they weren't numbered clues either. And the clues didn't line up to the number of books. So, yeah, yeah. And one of the books, in fact, it was the Blue Faction book. I spent a good 45 minutes to an hour on just that one. That was the last one. Because it was, you know, the fountain that you built?
Yep.
Basically, a lot of the books were like, some of them were in barrels that you could just see. Some of them were in barrels that were sort of like, you know, in a corner, like hidden under something. Some of them were in barrels that were straight up, like just underneath a block in a specific spot. And I'm like, okay. And I was then looking for that last book for a good... me and Callum was helping me. We were looking for ages. And I dug, so it was pointing at your fountain, the fountain outside the base that you built. And I was like, this seems like it must be the place. Looked up and down like the middle pillar. It wasn't in there. Dug the warped stuff out of the bottom of it as well. And it wasn't there. And I was like, that's so weird. Like maybe somewhere else. Spent another went off, spent another half an hour looking. Came back and was like, I was crashing out about this thing at this point. Like, I was like, I don't know where it is. Has somebody taken it? And just because they would have taken it and destroyed the barrel. So there was no evidence that there was one there. Because some people had kept them. So I'd gotten them off other people. I was like, what the hell? They had buried it under the layer of stone that was beneath the warped. It was 2 blocks down in the center. Okay, yeah, no,
there was no chance we were finding that in 10 minutes.
There was no way. No way. So, I mean, any consolation, there wasn't really much we could have done about that particular exercise. But I got them all. And so I put them all down here. And there's some interesting stuff, and I can explain the most interesting ones if you want.
Yeah.
And I'm a mega nerd, so if you read this here, there is a reference sheet for all of them.
Okay. There's names in here that I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know who Belzo is, or Pack, or Baggy, or Etoile.
Yeah, some of them have barely been on.
Or Purpled, or Zoil.
So there's like row 1, row 2, row 3. I've done it in like...
Oh, I'm number 36.
So you're like... So row 3 is the bottom row left bookshelf, and then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like in that bookshelf.
So this one? No, this is called Me.
You're number 5, I think. That was...
Oh.
It's the one... Yeah.
Okay. This one, Outworlder?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh yeah, Entry. Oh yeah, Entry Smajor.
Yeah.
Far from
That's
his
why it's
warrior days, he seems to have taken a step back and just built. Clearly the memory wipe made him soft. I still remember the stories of those 4 warriors. Ah. I'm assuming the 4 warriors is me, Crow,
I'm assuming it's you.
Freddy,
Yeah.
and Johnny.
I think so. I think so.
Like finding your own diary, but you don't remember writing it. This is
You're
weird.
like, I don't remember writing this. Yeah, so, you know, I thought that was quite interesting. There's a, you know, so the last, like this, the last couple of bookshelves, they're not about specific people. They're, like, more sort of story stuff. Apart from B and music, which are just, like, the B is just the B movie script, so you don't, that's
Okay,
just
yeah, that's sweet. We don't need that one.
So yeah, basically I went and found all of these. They basically just got a log for all of us, each of us, every single person, including Purpled, which is really funny because if you read his one, it literally is like, who is this guy? Because he's
it's like we seen him on the white list and we just thought we had to include him.
Technically on the list, but we don't know who he is. So
okay, and this is the pact book.
That's the pact we made. That's recent.
Do you want me to sign it?
I can put your name down.
Okay,
because there's also people who've gone like, I don't want to sign that. So I can put your name down as like, because if we then like expand to a second book of it, I can like go find you to sign it.
Yeah, that works.
So you'd be up for signing it?
Yeah, I mean, if it's end of the world disaster, I'm probably down to do what most people else are doing.
Yeah, that's sort of, I think that's just sort of the vibes. It kind of trying to like transcend the faction stuff, really.
Yeah, well.
But yeah, no, big lore dump, basically. To how everything works. And I also think that might be because why they might not be a massive fan of like the kingdom, because they had a kingdom before. And it's just kind of like, because they called Foolish like a false king before, and I think it might be why they don't really like the keepers aren't a huge fan.
That's fair.
There being another different kingdom that isn't their one.
I mean,
also they're a little bit different.
Foolish's goal currently is the closest to the keeper's goal, right? Because Foolish's goal is that everyone on the server in this world would be on yellow, except Bad by Halo. He wants everyone except Bad.
I see.
So, like, that would then unify us all under one. But the issue is I don't think majority of us like being told what to do.
Yeah, that's basically it, I think.
There's our only red.
People won't join yellow. Because they don't want to, which is fair. And I think that's kind of like the keepers are a bit annoyed in a way because, like, we won't work together.
Yeah. I mean, you're even more so. You're not even in one of the factions.
No, I know.
But the difference is, I'd say you're not in a faction in the Allegiance sense, but you do hang out with Blue anytime you need to.
Yeah, well, I was on Blue for a bit.
Oh, I didn't know you were on Blue.
I was on Blue first, because, like, I thought that we... Sorry, my OBS is being weird. I thought that we, that we had to join one at first, because when I was there and we were picking, it was implied that we all had to join one, and I was like, okay. And at the time, Blue was the neutral faction. That was like what the vibe was. It was like, Blue is neutral. I was like, cool, great, I'm neutral, that's me. I'm like, you know, I like to get information and stuff, and neutral easy. But then, well, there was a couple of things. Callum had a thing where he wanted to be king for a day, and I didn't love that because I was like, I thought we weren't a monarchy. I thought that was sort of the idea. But then also there was like, I was trying to talk to some of Green, and I was immediately sort of, Bad was sort of like, but how do we know you're not just working for your faction? And I'm like, oh yeah, see, this is the issue, is that I can't be truly neutral, because they would be like, but then Amesy from Blue was saying something different to what you're saying, so like, why aren't you agreeing with
you weren't allowed to have like your own thoughts. Nope.
Yeah. So I asked the keepers and they let me leave.
Okay,
so it
that's
wasn't gonna
fair.
work. But it means that, you know, when because they then asked me to join a faction temporarily, and so I just jump in with blue normally because that's what I'm most familiar with.
There is.
If I have to, there is a trident.
Yeah, he's trying. It's so loud. It's just drowned in the lake trying to come in. Yeah.
Why is it so damn loud?
I don't know, but he's in there somewhere. He fell down that big hole.
I thought it was sausage.
Yeah, I did as well, but
coming to annoy us.
I think he's somewhere in here. Yep, he's there. I'm scared he'll like one-shot me because I have my lighter on. I don't quite know.
Ow. He's not one-shotting me.
Okay.
We're about the same level, aren't we, me and you?
Yeah.
Oh, he dropped it!
Oh, there we go. You got trident.
What? Ah! It's shoddy.
Yeah, but no, you just need to enchant it with Riptide and then you can fly when it's raining.
Hell yeah. Well, that was random.
Yeah. Well, thank you for filling me in on everything.
My NPC duty.
Yeah, I don't actually remember
I logged
anything.
in and wasn't even live the other day and like had to explain all that to like 3
Yeah.
different people.
Oh, that is funny. You just eventually had a script. You should have just recorded yourself saying it the first time and you just pressed the button to play it back to them.
Yeah, like, okay, no, this is it,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to be putting all of these, like copying all the books that I got and sticking it in another shelf. But yeah, you can read anyone's books if you would like to. Over there, like, feel free at your leisure. If you could just not steal them. They're also not signed books. Basically, the titles are too long, so if you try and sign them, you'd have to crib the titles, so the keepers were like, meh.
That's fair.
So if you could not just go in, like, you know, be like, also he's really handsome, like on.
I will not change your books, I promise.
So.
I mean, it doesn't.
Like these audiobooks.
Yeah.
Like an audiobook section is just me going, all right, guys, how many times do I have to fucking say this lore?
If we could have Take Me to Snurches at Disc, I need a Beckymon lore dump.
Yeah, guys, right, listen.
Yeah, you're not here, you just put the disc in. It's like, right, guys, get a seat, grab a snack.
That would actually be so funny. I might see if I can, like, do some, like, audiobook section.
Exactly.
I'll do the audiobook section, but I'll do it all in the keeper voice.
Yeah.
Scared the heck. I was flying past. Hello.
Yeah.
I was flying past, and all I heard was audiobook.
Audiobook, come in.
Well,
I'll make my way through the door. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, rather than just screaming through the window.
I know.
No, basically, Beck was filming in all of the lore and info in the books about us. And then we were saying,
the lore dump again.
They were like, oh, I've had to. Oh.
To be fair.
Unrelated to the books, is there a cost / how does it work if I eventually want to advertise my company retreat in the newspaper?
Oh, it's free.
Okay. Do I need to come up with something funny and witty, or can you do that?
If you could, like, if you want to, if there's like a specific point you want to hit, you're welcome to try, like, just do that, or you can just give me a rundown of what you want, and I can try and put a spin.
Okay, I'll wait. What I'll probably do is I'll wait until it's done, and then I'll invite you to come for like a press tour of the establishment.
Yeah, press release kind
Hello.
Yeah.
Me,
wow,
not
oh my God.
Spider-Man. I'm out of my PJs.
Dude, Spider-Man was literally just here.
You just missed Spider-Man.
Wait, did you not get a signature? Did you
No.
know how much of a big fan I am?
I'm so
No,
sorry.
I know, sorry.
Yeah.
Dude. Dude. Anyway, whatever.
We were saying to save Beck doing lore dumps all the time, we should just get a disc like we have Take Me to Snurch, but it's just an audiobook of Beck explaining the lore.
Audiobook section in the library.
But they do it, and Beck does it in the keeper voice she was doing at the party.
Uncharted waters.
Wait, Scott, did you see the edit? Someone in my community made an edit, right? And it's like, obviously they used Beck reading out what the keepers were doing before we got wiped, but it's just Beck going, Uncharted waters, and it's the funniest intro
No,
to
I've
edit.
not seen that. That's so good.
I'll show it to you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marsh is here.
Yeah, Marsh is the best. Marsh,
so funny.
I was in tears. It's so funny. Oh my god, it's a brilliant intro.
It's part of the, you know, like in the edits where it's like there's like a kind of line to do emotional punch to start with. Like it was in like fucking northern.
It was brilliant. It made me giggle.
That's so good. I love that.
I don't have a chest I can dump a bunch of stuff into.
I can give you some wood to make a chest.
No, I have so much wood.
Okay, let me make a chest then.
Maybe don't put it in here.
I won't. I'll
Like,
put it
you're gonna
outside.
Put your trash bin inside my. No.
Yeah.
Also, look, I'm normal, Amy. Look,
There you go.
50
Hey, May.
reference log.
Oh, hold that thought, Becky. Hold that thought about you being normal. One sec. I'm just trashing my stuff.
I put it under the bridge in the water so it's not visible.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna
back to you
litter
being
your radio
normal.
with it, don't worry.
I'm explaining my. Look.
Oh wow,
look,
you're so
I made,
normal.
I made a reference book to see, so you can see where each book is on the shelf here.
I've never been so attracted to you more than I am right now.
Look, you're number 13, so you're row 1,
I
right
am.
bookshelf, number 1, so you're this top left one in the top right bookshelf.
Did you hear that, Scott? I thought Scott just left.
I'd left. I was gone.
Scott was like, yeah, no, I'm done actually.
Okay, my
Well,
chat said
13
she didn't
is-
know she was
wait, you're
neurodivergent until
13?
last year, by the way.
I'm 13.
That means you're the unlucky number.
That makes sense. Look at me.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Oh yeah, nice. You're
One
not
glance
exuding
at
luck
me.
right now.
No, not really, lads. Not really. I'll be honest. I like this. This is very cool.
What's going on with you, by the way?
That's
Wait,
valid and
okay,
fair.
so on camera, I am. You put that on like I don't have the texture pack.
Oh yeah. Currently, it's just I can see the outlines.
You can't see.
Would you put
You
your
can't
shoulder
see.
pads
Yeah,
on to look
for me, you just equipped your arc reactor. That was it. You just were like, here's a ball in my chest.
Hold on. Wait, I need a. So yeah, what were you saying?
We can still see your
on
eye.
camera, I was doing one of those like circular pointing, like what's going on with this?
What's going on with you? What's this? I'm doing it in real life too, but I'm not streaming, so nobody can see. I'm just doing this for fun.
Yeah, what's all this?
What do you mean, dude? My physique.
this.
I've been working out. My bad.
No, I just mean so like, Pangy had weird purple on his hand, but you just have word and stuff in your arm.
You're
I've
blue.
had wood and stuff on mine.
You're blue.
I'm blue.
You're
Blue ba da ba dee ba da da ba da ba dee. So yeah, you're that, and Roz is just like desaturated.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Roz, they just took
She's
the
lost her
saturation and
whim.
turned it down a
her
little bit.
whimsy. She told me that the keeper said she has time sickness.
Yeah, and effects of the null and all that jazz.
Mm.
I'm not affected by the null though. Look at me. I was
You
like,
look-
hey,
you
I
look
was like
fine.
this
No,
before.
yeah, I was gonna say,
like
you know,
this
Amy
before.
was like
Yeah,
jacked
you've
up
been
before
kill-
this, to
didn't
be
you have
fair.
to- somebody told me you had to kill 10 wardens, like the other day.
Who told you that?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe yesterday there was like a big group.
Okay.
And it was
Yeah, no, I did.
Sneak-
Yeah,
Sneak
it was in
said
my
something.
task. I brought Sneak into it because I wanted his help.
That's
We
fair.
killed 10 wardens.
He's
It
pretty
was-
strong, so
Yeah, and then I killed another one yesterday.
for fun.
No, it appeared in front of me and then asked to die, so I killed it.
Oh,
Oh,
they
No,
can just do
okay.
that now? They can just
It
appear in
whis-
front of us?
I'm
not-
not-
that
it
allowed?
whispered to me
Oh,
and asked me to go down to my lab and kill it.
Your
I'm not
lab?
even kidding. Yeah, it's not a lab anymore. It was a lab.
Oh.
I broke it.
now it's a
Um,
spaniel.
Oh,
Thing.
bad.
why is the spaceship
Dog joke.
floating? Why did you...
Oh, I'm getting rid of it. That's what I
Flying
wanted your
away.
help with, actually, Scott.
How many
Sneak.
times have you moved house?
Yeah, I'm
You
ready,
see-
like...
No, the problem. I'm not moving house. I'm lowering the spaceship. I'm landing. I'm
It
landing.
looks
landing,
like,
landing.
it currently looks like you're building a Pokemon Center under it.
Wait.
It's got the same shape as like a Pokemon
Oh,
Center.
shut up, Scott. No, wait. Oh.
It does.
It's nice.
If it's not saying it's a bad thing, but if
actually,
the
to be fair,
the
it would
roof
be
was
really
red,
sick if
it's
you
a
could park it
Pokemon
on the top.
Center. Like,
You could
I-
park the lab down on top of it. I think that would be kind of awesome.
I was just gonna get like so I wanted help. So I
Uh-huh.
was watching a YouTube tutorial last night of how to build, and I just really didn't understand. It makes no sense to me when it's like, okay, now you just double up with the slab, and then you put the two thing on top, and then you go down 3 times down, and I'm like, what are you saying to me? I'm really confused.
Sometimes like you're
I don't
watching
get
it and then they'll go and then you do this and I'm like looking at it like what did you just do?
No, they're like,
I-
okay, then you easily just place these down, and then it like there's a transition, and then suddenly it's a whole like cathedral, and I'm like, how have you done that then?
It's that whole like draw the rest of the fucking owl.
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
So you put the logs
can't.
down, put the logs, and then you put these that are going across, and then you put some stairs, and then you finish the house, and it's that easy. And it's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
is it?
You get it, okay? And I need you.
Who was it
I need
oh
you,
my god,
Queer
yeah.
Eye.
Oh my god, on that.
I'm gonna drown myself 2 seconds.
No,
It
Queer
was,
Eye.
it was Cam on the Christmas thing following one of Sausage's
Oh, yeah.
tutorials, who was also on the same SMP.
I did it
And
back in
went, that looks familiar.
back in Empires. I will like Google inspiration if I'm building. It's like a blacksmith. I'll Google Minecraft blacksmith and then like find stuff I like. And there was one where I was building like a little village blacksmith thing. It was tiny. I was like, I found an image. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna copy it. I was like, I don't need every build to be like fully unique. It was a sausage build. Most of the builds when you Google are sausage
I
builds.
don't know. We can go find him because he's.
Sausage. Yeah, because he was on yellow, wasn't he?
Oh, he was.
Yeah, no, that
for
was
literally
only.
just the ball,
Yeah,
and
that was
then
just
he
for the
was
ball.
moved back
Oh,
after.
that's so messed up.
My theory was that he was put on there because otherwise he would have been a default pick for red and would have gotten like
Oh yeah,
snapped
snap with
without
all of
there
you.
being
Yeah.
even a decision, and I feel like maybe it was to spare him. So I tried to frame it like that, but he's still pretty upset about it.
Oh, I
Considering
see.
now like green has just like exploded in size. So
Yeah, green's
that's
the
crazy,
worry
by
because
the way.
Toby's in
they,
green
in
now.
the last 2 weeks they got like Owen, Lukey,
Toby.
Toby, and Crow now.
I like our blue.
Our blue is
What,
three
all
of
three
us.
you?
All three of us in it.
We went from like it used to be. It was like yellow had a lot, and then green and blue were around the same. And red, yes, but like not really because
we've
like,
always been the outlier. Blue always was, and I
But-
don't mind sticking that way. I'm having a fun time with it.
I don't. But aside from the fact that Toby apparently wants to instill war against
yeah,
us.
Yeah, so Panky came running up to me yesterday and said, hey, Toby's in green now. I was like, yeah, I know. And then he went, oh yeah, by the way, and he's told all of green that he wants to fight us. Like he wants to declare war.
So
And I said, okay.
why? So if he's in green, why does he have Pangy's head on a spike down at the snail army along with yours and
That's what
Callum's?
Panky's also really confused about.
I said that it was Panky did explode him in his own room.
Yeah,
So I feel like it's just a general anger in that
I've never
respect,
killed
which
him.
Well, no, I think that the blue you're like more of a blue faction kind of thing. That's
I'm
more of
just-
a like personal
Yeah.
dispute rather like, and whereas Pangy like did explode him in his own house.
Yeah.
So,
It's
I think
it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, it just feels like again the most accurate description I've ever found of this world is it's like I'm watching a Real Housewives reunion, but I haven't watched the season.
I just want to say, Gucky just walked into my room and just grabbed you both in her actual hand and just squished you both. I just needed to really verbalize that.
hello.
Yeah,
Hello. She's screaming.
she can do it later.
Now she's going, oh, she's sitting.
Also, out of character, guys, I'm
Yeah.
making bread for tonight.
Oh, you're making bread for tonight?
I'm making bread.
Stop making bread for tonight.
And basically, today's my test loaf to see if I still know how to do it before trying to make it for my parents tomorrow. But looking at
We're the guinea pigs.
looking at what it
Yay.
had, I've still got it. Don't worry.
Guinea pig.
So Sausage doesn't reply to me. Does he not mess with me anymore?
Maybe we could
Whoa.
go over and see where he
Oh, the
is.
guinea pig joined the VC. That was crazy.
Yeah, I know that's one that we are. That's what we are.
You
guinea
just
Where are
called
we going?
Beckham a pig? That's so rude.
No, I said what?
guinea
Wow.
pig. They're damn cute.
They are damn cute.
They're
You're calling
damn
Beckham on a
cute.
rodent? No, wait, she likes that.
Yeah,
kind of
what
her
the heck,
thing.
man?
Dude, I make the noise. Like,
Ah, sure.
I
Thank
know
you
the
so much
noise.
for the
So
gift
just one
subs.
made the noise.
Right, so where does... Oh.
Swaswaj.
There are PG streamers, Johnny, you cornball. There was just a random sign
I
that said
thought you
that.
wrote that, to be fair.
No.
I don't know who would have called him a
I would
cornball.
never use the word cornball.
No, I
I'm
know,
pretty sure
I
an
just-
admin, probably.
Maybe. I'm trying to figure out who would say... I've never heard anyone say cornball.
That's such an American thing.
Like Cornwall. Butterball.
I think I see him.
I always lag when I get close to Sausage's thing. I don't really know what he's put here.
It's the amount of entities he has.
Entities, is it? Yeah.
Oh,
I found sausage. Whoa, he's whispering.
oh my god.
I'm so upset right now.
Why?
Oh no.
What's up?
Arrived a little while ago. Earlier today, I was building these beautiful custom trees,
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
and all of a sudden, Tubble Toby shows up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you just Tubbo Toby like you just like
Tubbo
Scots
Toby
Major?
showed
That's
up.
not a thing. That's my
Yes.
thing.
Scots Major.
It's a Scots
Tubbo
Major.
Toby
It's
showed
just Toby or Tubbo, not both.
No, I'm doing Tubbo
Tubbo
Toby because I'm
underscore
very
is what I
upset
do.
right now.
Toby Tubbo.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I'm listening.
Tubbo
I'm
Toby
listening.
Tubbo showed up. And that man is green.
Yeah.
He is.
So's
A bit
Crow.
of a Red Bull for this. Yeah, Crow's also.
Oh, that's
and
delicious.
Luke.
What?
Yeah, Crow's
Yeah.
green as
Who?
well.
Who?
Ooh,
I need to. Who?
An owl.
That's nighttime.
Wait. No, wait. Tubbo green, and that's
Yeah.
the only one that changed.
No, Crow is also green.
Crow is also green now.
How is Crow green? He's red team.
Also, then the new member that joined was put in green
Oh,
as well.
Lukey,
Lukey,
yeah, yeah.
So if
Green
somebody new
now.
comes in, they don't automatically have to be in red.
No, apparently not.
Honestly, I don't think any of the previous rules apply to Lucas. I'll be honest.
Oh, you full government naming? Oh my god, Lucas.
You.
Lucas.
No.
from
That's
Italy.
worse
know
than
him, I
Tubbo
know
Toby.
him.
That's worse than
Lucas from
Tubbo Toby.
Italy. Yeah.
He's Italian too.
No.
What-
Well.
Oh.
I don't
Oh,
think
when he
he's
joined,
Italian.
Toby, no, when he joined for context, Toby went, "Oh, this is Lucas from Italy,"
Ah.
and, and Lucas was like, "I'm not from Italy," and then all of us were like, "Wow, that sounds like someone from Italy."
No,
They- they
he's
say
for
that.
he's Lucas from Italy because he's doing a voiceover for a documentary about
He
Italy.
is. He is.
Oh,
yeah.
that's really nice.
Lucas from Italy. That's
He
really
does
cool.
voiceover stuff.
But yeah, no, so
I'm gonna kill
yeah,
myself.
I mean I honestly, if I was still red, I would have been there wanting to kill myself too. So I can understand it.
Put your bum
I
down.
think
Put
the
your bum
only
down.
active red left. I mean, have you tried asking the keepers?
I've been asking since the jester
Hey.
left.
Keepers? Any around?
I've been asking. Even before that, even before that, I was like, hey, my dad's on yellow. Tango beautiful. Can I be on my dad's team?
Oh, I
He's
forget
like, no.
that's a thing.
Yeah, he's my papa. He's the biggest sausage there is.
Oh, true.
I
forgot
don't
dog.
think I've met him yet.
Oh, he big. He a big guy. Beautiful. That's my papa. And you know what? The king always wanted me on yellow too. The king was like,
Well, I mean,
"No,
the
you'll
king
be
wants
great this year."
everyone
He
on
wants
yellow.
everyone on
That's
yellow.
that's his goal, is to just have everyone
Yeah.
except Bad Boy Halo be yellow.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
true. Well, it's it's understandable. It's like lovers to friends, friends to lovers kind of thing.
No, they have a new category going on. Whatever they have, like that's not.
They're redefining the
Yeah.
genre.
They're really taking the limits of what you can do with Yaoi and just stretching it as thin as possible.
I love a good yaoi.
I don't.
Yuri?
Fun.
No, Yuri.
Yuri
Yeah,
good
there
too.
we go.
Yuri good too. Yuri and yaoi good.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yaoi W won us an MCC before him, so we can't.
Yuri W. Yuri W.
Yuri W. Okay, so you
yes.
wanted to move. You wanted to move to. You wanted to move to yellow.
For the longest time, yes.
So
And I
why
requested it.
yellow? Why any? Just because your papa is on there?
My papa. Well, there's so many reasons. I
You
can
are
name
just
so
like
many off the
Papa.
bat.
You're just
My
like
papa.
Papa.
Papa. I love my
Do you
papa.
say that to hot
Papa's
dogs
there.
that you eat?
Oh, is it? Can you?
Oh, Papa.
Can you
this
have a
sour
hot
dude.
dog? Can you have a hot dog or like a sausage, or is that cannibalism?
Yeah.
I,
Ooh.
it is cannibalism, but you know what? It's not as bad. They
Oh.
have to be sentient in order for it to be real cannibalism.
I see.
Not all sausages and chorizos are sentient beings.
I see. And how are you feeling about this bread name thing?
I never wanted
Hey,
this.
good gamer girl, thanks so much for the bet. So why
I
were
came
you
to
on
this
red
place-
then?
I didn't want. It was like we came to this place on a nice little ship with a bunch of friends. I was
Yeah.
cuddling with Charlie Slimesicle in a boat for 2 weeks on our journey to this
RIP.
realm. And when we arrived, we were
Alright,
like,
I
hey,
don't
you
know
have to
that.
be hostile. You have to kill people to survive.
Oh,
And that was the rules they had
Yeah.
on us. I didn't want to do that.
I thought you
rather
didn't
not
need to kill anyone this week.
Not this week.
No, this week we don't. They took it away this week for whatever reason.
I mean,
don't-
I'll be honest, they took away your whole faction, I'll be real.
Yeah.
You're like the last one.
Yeah.
Azure,
am
thanks so
the-
much.
This is the weird part. I didn't know about Crow. I knew about Toby. No, Toby Tubbo. I came in here, and you know what? Weird thing. I'm just throwing this out there. Was possessed by Roz, which was really weird.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Roz's voice came out of Toby's
Oh,
mouth
I see.
Yeah.
this morning.
I mean,
It was a
yeah,
weird
People do that.
possession.
I think Johnny did that once with some
Yeah.
other guy. There was another guy talking to
Some
him.
guy named
I've
Max,
also
I
done
heard.
that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's something to do with being brought in the world, like out some outworlder stuff, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, no, Crow went on a tantrum mode and blew up a bunch of its own faction's base for some reason.
Oh.
No, I know about that because when I came in a couple days ago, my base.
Oh, yeah,
because
there's
this
a
is not
whole,
a faction base. This is my base, and now this is Yellow Team's base because I told Foolish this whole area is his now. And the
I
first
mean,
time
you
I
need
did
to just
that,
change the
everything got
roofs
blown
to
up.
being yellow, right?
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
fine.
did you
I
send
put
it to the land
banners.
registry or like?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
did you
a
get
banner.
did you get the
Change
planning
the name on the
permissions for
deed.
that? Oh, that was a
Oh,
weird
goodness.
noise.
Hey,
I love
you got my
open
letter.
space.
That was, God, a bit delay, wasn't it?
Oh,
mate?
hi,
Hello, Keeper.
Oh,
Are you the one that went to the ball with me? I can't see a face.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
nodding.
see if
Oh, I'm
he's
so
nodding
blind. I
now.
can't see.
Hold
No.
on, just give me a second.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Okay, I can see now.
so,
Yes,
what's
hello.
up with this whole, faction business, People are changing left, right, and center at the moment.
Look at him. Look at him.
Look
Except
at him.
for me, right,
Look at
Keepers?
him.
Was this a test or something?
sad-
I feel
How
like
sad
they're
he is, but looks
testing
sad,
the
looks really
mental
sad.
psyche of you to see how long it takes before you break.
I listen.
He
I
has
was so
blown
close to
some
breaking
stuff
when
up
this
at
stuff
this
started
point.
getting blown up. I said, if anything would have happened to Bubbles or Luna after this explosion, I would have completely killed every single person on this server.
Okay, we did say we were fixing our mistakes. Well, surely that. How are
Well,
you
I
fixing
think
it?
the thing is, right? No one we've talked to that actually is on red seems to want to be on red. I think the only person who ever did want to be on red was Pilly One.
Yeah.
Who is now gone. Begs the and none of us like red being here. No offense, because they have to kill us, and begs the question: why do we need that to be?
Also,
and didn't
what-
we want unity?
Sort of?
Yeah, I
know
was
what?
gonna say,
There
I
wasn't
thought
a
the
ball
whole
about
point of this
got the
was that you
pact,
want
we
us all
pacted.
to be nice to each other. So then having a faction whose job is to kill us feels counterproductive.
Well, I've spoken to the keeper the other day, and they were talking to me about how the red faction was a mistake, and they want to try and wrong that they take responsibility for it.
Also, question, why when I wanted to change faction did me and Amy have to do a blood contract and I had to go to, like, get things from a sea temple or whatever, and then
Don't look at
when
gift horse
Toby
now.
and Crow changed, they just
Oh,
got
wait.
changed.
Toby and Crow didn't have to do any kind of contract or
No.
nothing. They
They
just
didn't?
switched.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
At the time, things weren't as set in stone. Okay,
I didn't need to
see.
do a contract to leave blue, but I don't think maybe that's just.
No, you don't need something to leave your faction, but
Yeah,
to
to
join
enter
another
it.
one normally you do.
Yeah.
Apart from Sausage needs ones to leave red because
Oh,
you
so
haven't had
it's
the
more-
option to go to
Oh,
purple.
I got to do something.
So
Do I got to
there's
sacrifice
more
someone?
things set in stone now that makes more sense. So before you needed a reason or a physical thing for them to switch, but now there's not as many
all
boundaries for
loosey-goosey.
it. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
That means maybe it's easier for you now, sausage.
Yeah,
in
does
a
that mean
weird way.
sausage can
Yeah.
stop now? He can go.
What do I have to do,
Okay. I'm always
Keeper?
correct.
What do I
What
have
can I
to
say,
do?
Keeper?
What do I have to do? I'll do it right now, Keeper. Do you want the blood?
Build back your mon and Scott Smajor and Dave's TV. Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Sure.
We know
I got a
that
good
we're not
spot.
wanted.
Oh, we
Go over here, yeah.
bye, Keeper.
To the tower we go then.
Bye, sausage.
Tower
Good
of
luck.
Unity.
Sausage, good luck. Hope you get what you want.
Yeah, good
Oh,
luck.
I hope you get what you
Bye.
want in
know
life,
what?
buddy.
If not, everyone's gonna die.
What?
Well, not us,
Okay,
though.
I think you need a lemon sip or something.
Yeah,
that was
that's a nasty
scary.
call.
What would,
Yeah,
be the
that
worst thing
is.
what would be the worst thing? Oh my god, what if they you have to kill Luna? What if they asked him to do that?
Who?
Oh,
Like, I'm trying to think of the most
snail.
messed up thing they would ask him to do.
I think.
I don't think he'd do that. I don't think he'd do that. He's too much of a girl dad.
Too much of a girl dad.
So what's gonna happen when the snails that are friendly snails have to fight the Snarmy?
Oh, they
Um,
won't.
Oh, they probably won't.
No.
But
There's not enough admins for that, Scott.
out of canon lore, there's not enough admins for that.
Yeah.
They'll just be. They probably just won't get involved.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. And also, I think the Snarmy itself sits to the side of the world.
They do. They do.
canon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's not really a way they line up with any of it, but it's because basically Toby comes in and goes, I am going to break the cannon now. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, yes, Toby, okay, Toby.
I have noticed that it does become difficult
But
sometimes to
that's
figure out
okay.
where the rules are because the
Kinda
rule
roll with the
line moves.
punches.
Alright, should we go back to the library? I need.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably gonna jump off. I was only doing a short little one. It worked out well. If Becky were giving me a lower dump.
I was lord dumping. Dumping all over you, bro.
I am working on a fun little company retreat thingy, me, so when people have disagreements, they can like go and do team building exercises rather than murder.
What, in Werewolf?
No.
Oh no, on the sorry, I was.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
You don't
god.
understand
You're
how
not even
excited
here
I am.
yet. You're not even
No.
here yet.
Dude, I'm already thinking of like my bet. I'm already thinking of.
What do you
how
mean
I'm, like,
your
gonna-
bet?
We're not
It's
streaming it.
yeah.
No, I
Also,
know, but
it's
still-
it's
dude,
werewolf. You're a
I'm
different
role-playing.
role every time you pull it
I know,
up.
and I'm ready to roleplay. I already know what my role's gonna be if I'm the seer. I already know how I'm gonna.
For context, we're in real life. We're going to Scott's today to play
Yeah.
like werewolf, like Mafia, isn't it? It's like Mafia.
Yeah, it's again one
so
night
it's funny,
werewolf
there's gonna
game.
be there's gonna be about 4 people in your chat that are like, this makes sense because obviously they know that I'm really obsessed with werewolf at the moment. So they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, this adds up. I just really like the game. It's very fun and I'm really excited.
I'm worried that you might like if you get picked as like a role that kills you, actually just start trying to kill us. Really? Like,
Yeah.
it gets a
IRL,
bit
yeah.
too real for you.
Yeah, I just start howling. I just rip off my shirt.
Uh-oh.
I'm just like.
You actually in the group chat literally went, oh.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
did.
guys, I'm in the role. What can I
Amy's
say?
a furry now. Oh,
Is that good?
congrats.
Wow,
Thanks,
you're really
guys.
connecting with your
my
alpha
wolf
side.
Your
Parrot.
persona, yeah.
My alpha side. I
Um,
hated that.
what, you hated the truth?
Yeah, man.
Right.
I said
more
your
of a-
omega side. There's
No,
worse
yeah,
things I could have
okay,
said.
yeah, no, I'm an alpha. I'm an alpha.
I'm the leader.
I'm the
Okay,
leader of the pack. Oh god.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. No, we're not having.
In
any
all
drama.
avenues except physical, she is a wolf.
I am a wolf. Okay. All
Right, I am going to head off. I will catch you
Alright.
both later on this evening.
See ya later.
Love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love the idea that in canon it's like we're all like, okay, bye, just all making out together. Like, just feel it like anyone else walking by is just like, what the fuck? Yeah, 3-way like tongue, we're making it work. Amy,
Bye, Scott.
Challenges
Amy,
are,
after
bro.
TwitchCon Panas, you can't say A to that.
Leave. We did not kiss Poppy style.
We did worse.
About this, but now I do.
Well, there we go. What a fun little day. Do. And now you know what I'm doing this evening, but I have to go and make bread and do things to get the house ready. So that's where I'm going to call it. I am going to send you all over to... I'll send you over to Cam. He's live doing, I think, TCG SMB? Yes. So I will send you all over to him. But thank you for coming to hang out. I don't know when I'm going to be live now. The next time you might see me might be the 15th. Just so everyone's aware. Expect the 15th. There is a potential of it being earlier. Because my parents are down then, I'm away next week. So I don't know if I'll get time to stream when my parents are down. I might. But you never know. So, you might get one this weekend. If not, I'll see you probably on the 15th. But have a wonderful week anyway. And you can follow me on Instagram, and I will be posting stories about what I'm doing and all that over there anyway. So, thank you all for coming to hang out. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all later. Bye! Oh, also, I did get a zipper net for the door at the back, and it's great. Elle can't get out as much as she tries.